Hey guys, I want to apologize for not uploading for quite a while. I've been recovering from a gallbladder surgery that happened last month on Sunday at the end, so I've been trying to recover from that, and I have not been working and stuff like that because of it. That's why my hair is such a mess, and I have not been able to do the things that I normally do, but my recovery is going pretty well, so that's good. But this ain't why I'm here. Now, regardless of how I'm feeling, something has touched me very, very deep, and I feel like I need to say a few words. I am kind of sick-ish in the stomach, so if you see me drinking my 7-Up, that's why. It's just I'm trying to settle down, because what I've just experienced and seen has touched my heart very deeply, and it's not okay. Now, these are my words, and it's how I feel. If you guys don't like it, then you don't need to watch this video. I feel like something needs to be said. All over the internet and social media, I have been seeing a disabled 9-year-old boy getting bullied for his appearance, and nothing is being done about it. And he, from what I've heard, he actually tried almost killing himself to suicidal. Now, that is not okay, because a 9-year-old boy has so much more to live for, and he can get a good education and get somewhere with life. But with all this bullying going around happening and nothing's being done, his life has shortened. Now, as far as I know from everything I've read and seen, he's okay. But this could happen to anybody, and it's still happening to this day, and it shouldn't. You can't judge a person from their appearance, because we don't know their background story. We don't know what they've gone through. It could be a birth defect that cannot be helped. It could be anything. Don't judge a person from what they are when you don't know their background story. Yeah, it may be intimidating and stuff like at first, like, whoa, you're a totally different person. Because you just met the person, you don't know what to expect. But if you get to know them from who they are, they won't turn out as such bad people like we thought they were. Now, I have a lot of friends on TikTok that has Down syndrome, and they are great people. And I have a real life person who I don't know if is my friend or whatever, but he has Down syndrome, and I've known him for a lot of years, and he's a good kid. He's still learning. He's still, he's slow, but there's nothing wrong with that. I swear, suicidal has got to end. Like, to this day, it keeps happening. I used to go through it most of my life. But after I realized and turned my life around, there's more to life than suicidal. It's more up to the individual on what they see for themselves and whether or not they do it. I don't want to see people getting hurt or killed over suicidal. Get to know them better before you judge a person. It's not about the appearance. It's about the inside that counts. That's all it should matter. Whether you're tall, short, your face is weird, overweight, whatever it is, that's okay. That's accepted. God made us all different for a reason, because if we were all the same, what good would that do? We would be all depressed and miserable, just being the same rather than being different in who we are. There's also nothing wrong with being gay, straight, bi, lesbian, trans, pan, whatever you are. It all ties to suicidal, and it just, quit it. Stop. There is nothing wrong with being who you are. I'm bi. So, I mean, I've known that for like ever. I think since in elementary school, seriously. Like, I've known. There's nothing wrong with that. And this bullying just needs to stop. Until you know their story, as far as I'm concerned, you have nothing to say until you know their story. And until you know what they've gone through. You have no right to say anything. I take this very seriously because I've gone through it, and most people in the entire world has gone through it. It needs to end. Because now it's affecting the new generation. And that is not good at all. Now, I was trying to think whether or not if I should write what I wanted to say down, but it's not the same as saying it and coming from the heart itself. It's just not right. And the fact that nothing is being done is not right either. Yeah, if it makes the situation worse, tell somebody. Even if it makes it worse or whatever, you should be able to be comfortable of who you are in your own body and do what's right for your future. Even if that means going to school every day and everything else, just for you to have a better future. It has to end. I don't like seeing people going through this. It's just not right. And for the people who are doing the bullying, you ain't that tough. People who are weak are tough. Because they're putting up with the stuff you are saying to them. And keeping it in and not telling anybody. And then later, oh, I'm just going to end myself because of the words and stuff the bully has said. You, the bully who's doing it, you ain't tough. You're weak because you ain't got nothing better to do with your life. But to pick on the weak who eventually later becomes stronger than you. And then you find yourself winding out on the streets because you just think you're all tough and everything. Well, that may be the life you're going to go. I could be wrong. Don't take my word or whatever or hate me. I could be wrong. But so far, that's what I've been seeing. And most of the people who are homeless and whatever, they're our own veterans and everything. Now, this ain't the topic for that, but I am just saying. I don't like it. There should be no more bullying. You should be able to be who you are. It's not right. I don't know what else to say of the fact that it irritates me to no end. Now, especially, it's affecting our new generation. This is just not cool. It is not cool at all. I have a friend that all her life her dad has to carry her onto her bed because her legs are paralyzed. And I've been her friend throughout a whole year of high school. And her hands are crippled. She literally has to be in a wheelchair all of her life, and I've never judged her because she turned out being sweet. My ex-boyfriend's mother, she can walk, but not very well, and her hands are crippled. She can barely hold a steering wheel. And I never judged her because she turned out to be a good person. And I know their background story and everything. They've told me they felt comfortable, and after I know their story and what they went through, I backed off. Because when I first saw them, I was like, like what anyone else can think. When her excuse is of being the way she is. And then after I found out, I shot myself in the, not literally shot myself in the foot, but in my mind, like, oh, I should have not judged that person. Know the person's background before you say anything. I'm going to say it again. If you don't know that person, you have no right to say anything about them. Absolutely no right. People are allowed to have friends, and whatever the case may be, to keep them going through life. And the people who are bullies should have nobody but themselves. And shouldn't have to feel sorry for the bullies, because that's not how society works. The people who are getting bullied needs a little bit more attention. I'm not saying a lot to where they should make money or profit off of it, or whatever. Now, I don't know the full story of that kid. I've read some of the comments saying that he's making money off of it. So what if he is? There are a lot of people who are going through the same thing, but the fact that this kid was 9, that's the youngest I've seen any child getting bullied for who they are. And it's not right. It's not about the money. It's not about the famous. It's not about any of that. It's about the love and support that you have in the people behind you, protecting you, so nothing will happen to you. This is just not cool. I want it to stop, and those who stand behind me, go ahead, it's your choice. If you don't want to, then leave. I'm not coming on here for attention or any of that. I am here to support the people who are out there different, whether they're black, whatever. I support and love all people, regardless of their gender, whatever. It just needs to stop. I'm sick and I'm here doing this because it needs to get out there. Because I'm 24 years old and that age is different. I've went through it all my life. I know what it feels like. I've had some attempts, came close, till I realized it wasn't the answer, and there's more. Age does not matter. Size, height, any of that does not matter. It's the inside that counts for everybody. I think I just said what needs to be said. I just wanted to get it out there because maybe if I could find a link to that video, I'll link it down below. Because I have no editing software for me to add it to this clip or whatever. So if I could find the link, I'll add it down below. Comment your feelings if you agree or disagree. Doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about the fact that you support the person of what they're going through. Even just a simple loving comment will help. And those of you who are hating on whatever, you just ain't got no life. People who have disabilities and stuff like that cannot be helped. They're born with it, practically. Some of our singers and stuff are born with it, and they were able to fight through it. And so can everybody else, if they choose to. I don't stand for the bullies. I stand for the people who are weak, because you know what? I'm weak too. We're all weak in our own ways. But that doesn't give us a right to pick on anybody who is weaker. I stand by all. So, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, whatever, and give me your thoughts and opinions. And I may just do another video on what everyone says and see what they think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.